Even in the heart of heaven, angels can still feel fear.
My old enemy. You cannot hide from me, no matter what form you choose to wear. Let your true self be revealed. Diablo.
Adria has betrayed us and taken the life of her own daughter. From Leah's body, Diablo is reborn as the prime evil. And he commands all the powers of hell. The high heavens quake under his assault, and the angels are in retreat. The gods forged me for this. I will slay the Lord of Terror for all gods and men.
This devastation defies all reason.
Imperius, you cannot mean to face Diablo again. Your wounds are barely healed.
The heavens burn. This is your fault, Tyrael. And you, Nephilim, look below and see what your kind has wrought.
I know how he feels, but we have to keep going.
The Diamond Gates have stood since the light first broke over the high heavens. Now they lie in ruins. Imperius is right. I am the cause of this.
Do not doubt yourself, Tyrael. This was Diablo's work. We did everything we could.
Long ago, my brethren and I voted to decide the fate of man. I cast the final vote that spared you from extinction. Now humanity has birthed the prime evil.
Do not fall prey to doubt, Tyrael. You believed in us, and now you must fight with us. Join with me, or give give in to despair.
But you don't understand. Hope has been silenced. We are lost. Diablo is too powerful. Always before, the lords of hell bickered and worked against each other. They undid themselves. Within Diablo, within the Prime, there is no such division. And now, the halls of the high heavens quake beneath his steps. The Prime evil. I can't believe all this has come to pass. Adria played us all for fools. Diablo's influence twisted her inside and out. I suspect we have not seen the last of her. I should have known that Leah's father was the Wanderer. How could I not have sensed Diablo's foul presence within her?
None of us sensed the depth of Adria's evil. She sacrificed her own daughter to resurrect Diablo. You could not have known.
But poor Leah. I grieve for her soul.
We will mourn Leah when the task is done. We must first stop Diablo.
I thought I could make my wife's death mean something. It doesn't matter now, does it?
Don't lose hope. We have come far together.
Right. Sure that's a comfort for Leah, now that she's gone too. Oh, I've been a fool. You don't get to make things right. This world isn't made for redemption.
Did you see all of this, Miriam?
Of course, Cheldo.
Why didn't you warn us? What point is foresight if you do not tell of what you see?
That's the point of the future, love. It keeps coming. You don't win a duel by blocking the first blow and going home.
Then you let Leah die.
I had to. Diablo was always going to come back. But now, you are here to stop him. And in your grief and rage, you will, my Cheldo.
When you have lived as long as I, you learn that life is filled with betrayal. But the cruelest always comes at the hands of those we love. I know it must be hard to think of other things, but now we must. All creation rests upon your shoulders.
You sound more serious than I have ever heard you.
Well, these are dark times. Even I must set apart thoughts of Dirge's jewel and dwell upon the fate of the world. But that doesn't mean you have to frown so. Hope. Do not look down, my friend. Even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. Hope for a better day. Hope for a new dawn. Or just hope for a good breakfast. You start small, then see what you can get. I never quite expected my life to end this way.
How did you think you would die?
It was smothered by a harem. Or more likely, killed by the jewel I seek. Who would have thought that the entire world would die together? I can't complain. It's not as though I can say my life was not long enough.
Do not yield to despair. We are not dead yet.
I'm glad my boundless confidence is rubbing off on you. Could you give some of it back?
Mom, where did Leah go? Is she dead?
I hope so, love.
I was supposed to die when my husband did. Why am I still alive?
Cherish your life. It was for that your husband died.
What good is that to me? Why couldn't it have been me instead?
All those deaths, and it didn't even matter. We may as well have run.
Right. At least then we would have been home with our families when the end came.
This is not the end. Stand and fight, that you might return to your family as a hero.
Lot of bloody good this keep did us in the end, eh? The killing blow came from one we trusted.
I thought we were going to lose. But not like this.
Well, we've had a good time, right? Shame about our imminent deaths.
We shall see about that.
You don't choose this life and expect to live to an old age. Still, it's the women I feel sorry for.
Which women?
All of them. There will be heaving bosoms and torn clothes all across the land when word spreads that I've fallen in battle.
Do you miss your family?
No point in it. I'll never see them again.
You will see them again. We will not fall here.
My brother's wife thinks I was involved with his imprisonment, and he believes her.
What?
As low as I am, I would never frame him, not even to win her back. They won't hear a word of it. For all the gold I send to them, I receive nothing in response.
We were gravely mistaken, my friend. I could not see through an illusion of such power, such treachery.
No one could have.
When I think of what she suffered through, we must find a way to stop Diablo. The Prophet would never forgive me if he knew my part in unleashing this terror upon the world. I could not see the truth. You must think me very foolish.
You are not a fool. We were all deceived.
That is kind of you. I have devoted my life to studying the arcane, and yet I was not skilled enough to act when it truly mattered.
Let us fight this evil together.
Wait. Before we face that abomination, there is something you should know. When we first met, I thought you were superstitious heathen. I was wrong. You have taught me what it truly means to pursue a righteous and holy life. Thank you.
I did nothing but speak truth as I see it. Your choice to seek balance and confront your fear taught you these lessons. Remember that.
I will. Of all people, I should have seen this coming. I allowed myself to believe this fiction that Adria was other than I suspected her to be. And now, the world is lost, and it is my fault.
No more than any of us. We saw what we wanted. All we can do is set things right.
Ever since Adria betrayed us, I've been thinking about how Magda used to share the leadership of the Coven with another.
Explain.
20 years ago, just before the darkening of Tristram, they had some sort of falling out, and the other leader disappeared. I think that other leader might have been Adria.
It is possible. Perhaps Adria left the Coven behind to find Diablo and Tristram, while Magda stayed true to her followers.
May the battles never end.
Gaze upon the destruction I have wrought. It will be the last thing you see. Iskatu, destroy the Nephilim. I do not fear you, Nephilim. You'll find only death in this eternal realm. I am Ethereal, Archangel of Fate. It is my duty to record what is and what will be within the scroll of fate. But you, Nephilim, you are not in the scroll. Your fate is unwritten.
Then I will write my own destiny. Watch all you know burn around you, or aid me now.
Perhaps fate can be changed. Quickly then, Auriel, Archangel of Hope, has been captured by Raganoth, the Lord of Despair.
I will free her, and then hope will be restored to the heavens.
Keep your guard up. There are foes at every turn. Could we find more like that?
The angel spirit is free. This fight is over!
Think yourself free from the chains of fate, Nephilim, but all will kneel before Lord Diablo. Destroyed long before you set one foot into the Silver Spire. Only once in the history of Sanctuary has a Nephilim been as powerful as you. His name was Odyssean.
I am not familiar with this tale, but it reminds me of a myth.
He was no myth. Because of his noble sacrifice, I saw the inherent potential in your kind. As such, I voted with Auriel to spare mankind from annihilation.
You chose wisely. Without man, the heavens would now fall to the prime evil. You can see the future?
I see the myriad streams of possibility, all intertwining and weaving into one another. I can hear them echoing forward into eternity.
With so many paths before you, how do you know which one to take?
I am not called to be a champion as you are. My role is simply to observe.
What is written of this battle in the Scroll of Fate?
Doom and darkness. These heavens ruined. The angelic host broken. Diablo victorious.
That will not come to pass.
As I have said, Nephilim, your destiny is unwritten. You alone may change these dark times.
Thank you, Nephilim. I hoped the Scroll of Fate was wrong, that harmony would once again fill this troubled realm. I see now that all hope lies in you.
The only fate is the one we write ourselves.
With my blessing, you can now dispel Diablo's corruption. It hides the rifts which bring his cursed servants to this hallowed place. The rifts must be closed.
It would be an honor, my lady.
I knew you would come. That a champion from the mortal world would light our darkest hour. Your courage and nobility shine out across this realm, blinding our enemies.
My thanks to you, Ariel. I will ensure your song is never silenced again.
I know you will do all you can, for this is your hour. Go forth with my blessing and show all creation why the Nephilim are the future.
Can you help Tyrael? He is overcome with guilt.
There is a shadow upon his heart, but it will pass. Remember, he chose to be a mortal, and he must overcome this despair as a mortal.
We have little time left, and Tyrael may be needed in the struggle.
Have faith in him. Of all the archangels, his light has always shone the brightest. In this our darkest hour, he will ensure that justice prevails.
What will you do now?
Though the angelic host is scattered, we are not defeated. I will try to rally them as best I can.
Diablo's power is immense. Is victory still possible?
Only in the light that lies within you, Nephilim. I will take heart from it and hope for your victory. The future is ever writing itself. Unknowable, just beyond sight and touch.
I need to go back.
I'm sorry for what I said before. I was upset. I don't know what it is, but I feel better. Like things can be made right.
Then you think this battle can be won? You are hopeful?
Yes, that's it exactly. My wife would not have wanted me to wallow in my misery. She would have wanted me to do everything I could to help you win this battle. And you can win. I know that now.
So, now you know. The Nephilim are not in the Scroll of Fate. Heard it from Fate himself. You can write your own destiny.
If that is so, how do you read my future?
Perhaps I have my own Nephilim powers, eh? That, and you are quite predictable.
Do you think that Leah is lost forever?
Diablo consumed her. She is gone.
Do you not think Leah's soul is stronger than that? But then sometimes I forget that you have not seen everything that I have seen.
You always dodge around the truth. Who are you?
What am I? I am covetous Shen, of course. No more, no less. To some that has meant one thing, to others another.
When will you give me a real answer?
When the sun sets in the east and the shore swallows the tide. When the moon smiles upon the day and the blind man sees once again.
I looked through the portal. You did not. Did so. It's scary in there.
Lot of racket.
I found a strange document on one of the angels' bodies in the high heavens. It is very old, maybe centuries even older than I.
We must be careful with the belongings of the gods. But what is so strange about it?
I am not certain. The script is very old and foreign to me. When I saw the angel, he was dying. But even though he was in great pain, he reached out to me with the document in his hand, like he wanted me to take it. By the time I approached him, he was still. His spirit had already gone. I welcome the chance to travel with you.
It is good to fight with you again.
I must try this somewhere else.
The strongest to the northeast.
A vicious strike!
The Angelus Council is comprised of the 5 archangels who hold dominion over the high heavens. They determine the laws by which all angels must abide. Each of them embodies a pure aspect of creation: valor, justice, hope, faith, and wisdom.
Look upon these gardens. Now they seethe with the corruption of hell.
Diablo's vile minions can no longer use this rift to find their way into the Silver City. Now only one rift remains.
Will not stop.
I will not do that.
That was invigorating.
Imperius, the Archangel of Valor, is the greatest warrior in all of creation. He revels in war and combat, and has led the hosts of heaven to innumerable victories. With Malthael's absence, it is Imperius who now rules over the Angelus Council, seeking always to defend the high heavens from any foe.
the wrath of Ytar!
You have far exceeded my expectations, Nephilim. But there is not a moment to waste. Quickly, you must make your way to the Silver Spire.
Knowledge of the future grants power over the present. For this reason, Ethereal, the Archangel of Fate, is a vital member of the Council. He alone possesses the ability to decipher the threads of destiny woven in the celestial scroll of fate. His boundless sight grants him perspective others cannot fully comprehend.
The Hell Rifts are closed, but it is of no matter. Soon,
Yes, my friend. I am ready to again fight by your side. I was wrong to give in to despair. You have shown me there is still a chance for victory.
But we must hurry. Even now, Diablo makes his way to the Silver Spire.
I finally understand. Your kind faces death and darkness every day, yet still you find the courage to move forward.
It is an honor to be one of you.
Your kind does not belong here. If I see you again, you will die.
Pay him no mind. This is your fight, Nephilim. Your power is even greater than Tyrael foresaw.
One can only hope. But now, we must stop Diablo before he reaches the crystal arch above us.
Diablo will corrupt the crystal arch high atop the silver spire. I must stop him, or heaven will be lost forever. This is our last hope. Tyrael and I will ascend the spire and face the Lord of Terror, no matter what stands in our way. I am returning to town.
Your task will soon be done. The angels will then have no choice but to value mortals, thanks to you.
I pray you are right.
Of course I'm right. Look who you're talking to. Have I ever steered you wrong?
No, but you hide the truth as it pleases you.
All for your own good, Cheldo. All for your own good.
You know things you could not possibly know. Before I face Diablo, you must tell me who you truly are.
Must I? Do you think my elderly wisdom will help you face Diablo?
It may. Ashes can make a bonfire from kindling if an ember hides within.
Ha! If disrespect for your elders was a weapon, I would be mortally wounded. At any rate, when you defeat Diablo, don't laze about. We have other lands to explore, you and I. Dirge's jewel is still out there somewhere. I know what I fear. For long years, I feared the jewel of Dirge's would fall into the wrong hands. That its evil would be unleashed upon our world. But in the sight of this, in the sight of all this destruction, I can hardly look or even think upon a jewel, even one as terrible as Dirge's. You must save us.
Is it time to go home yet, Mom?
I bear a gift for you, Linden.
Is that so?
It is enough gold to let you make amends with the Merchants Guild and free your brother. I will accompany you to Kingsport when my duties are met.
I don't really deserve this.
You have helped me do the will of the gods. You deserve nothing less than peace.
You really are a holy man, aren't you?
So they say.
I spoke with Ethereal, and he helped me translate the document. It was written by an angel who saw promise in humanity. He began to teach a group of young women who had killed the demons their masters summoned.
Those young women, they were you and your sisters.
None other. The prophet I have followed for so many years. He was an angel.
That is why you knew Tyrael.
Yes, but I do not know whether the prophet was the dying angel I met or not. The writings say that he worked in absolute secrecy. Ethereal knew nothing of them.
Then you must find a new path through the world without him.
You are right. And I hope that path will still be with you, my friend. It is always wonderful to see you.
Let us seek honor together, my friend. One last fight like it. The darkness grows around us.
How does it feel, knowing you helped me become the prime evil? For all your mighty deeds, all you really accomplished was unleashing me upon the world. Some savior you are, Nephilim.
Leah, wait!
Diablo is climbing the spire to the Crystal Arch. We must hurry.
How could you convince my own husband to kill me? I could have been saved, but you made him cut me down.
No, that isn't her.
Corruption is so much more thorough here than it was in the gardens, so much more complete. Diablo knows the spire is the heart of the high heavens.
Corruption will no longer hold your spirit, Angel. Break beneath the endless tide.
Something different here.
It seems we've both fallen from grace, Tyrael. Come, embrace your former lieutenant. Hand of death reaches out for you, hero. You failed again, Tyrael. The corruption cannot be stopped. Look beneath you and see the ruin of heaven.
The angel spirit is free.
It is not far now. I only hope we are not too late.
You think yourself a hero, but your actions are driven by petty greed, contempt, and bloodlust. You couldn't even save me.
A foul trick!
destruction Diablo has wrought, we do not stop him. This is the future of all creation.
Nephilim, I see you did not heed my warning. Or perhaps you think yourself strong enough to face me.
I know I am.
Imperius, stop this madness. Diablo is the enemy here, not the Nephilim.
Tyrael, I will deal with you soon enough. I will... What is this? No! Diablo has reached the Arch!
No. Diablo has begun extinguishing the Crystal Arch. That's why the angels have fallen. If its light should go out forever, we must defeat Diablo before that happens.
And we are the only ones left to do it. Perhaps the loss of your wings was a blessing.
Diablo's vile corruption bars our path. Stand back. Eldruin's light shall clear the way. The gate has been opened, Nephilim. This last trial is yours alone.
I have not often fought with another, but you have been a great ally, Tyrael.
It was an honor, but this is the moment you were made for. This is the hour of mankind's victory.
You've said that the Crystal Arch is the heart of heaven. Tell me of it.
It is older than time itself, and over the eons, this shining realm took shape around it. It thrums with living light and sound that courses through the very fabric of the Silver City.
The angels are birthed from it as well?
Yes, like musical notes in a grand chorus. Angels are the manifestation of the Arch's intrinsic harmony. The purest expressions of this harmony were my brethren, the Archangels.
A harmony that is long broken, yes?
Yes, but hope has returned. And as you mortals are fond of saying, it is not over yet. I fear that if we defeat Diablo, Leah's innocent spirit will die with him.
It will not be lost while I live, no matter how long it takes, or how far the journey. I will never rest until her soul is at peace. Ariel and you voted to save mankind all those years ago. Who voted to destroy us?
Imperius. Malthael abstained, but it was counted against you.
Malthael abstained? Was it out of cowardice?
He was no coward. He was wisdom itself, until his disappearance. The Endura's council has been broken ever since.
What happened to Malthael?
Long ago, when Inarius and his ilk stole the World Stone to create Sanctuary, Malthael became consumed with discovering its whereabouts.
As the Archangel of Wisdom, he was tortured by his inability to recover the sacred artifact.
Where is he now?
Some say he haunts the silent halls of Pandemonium, forever seeking answers to the unknowable mysteries of life and death.
What is the prime evil?
It is the sum total of all 7 evils housed within one body. There is an ancient legend, known only to a few, of the great dragon Tathamet, who was the original embodiment of evil. The legend says that he was ripped apart during an epic battle with Anu, and that the burning hells are composed of his remains.
Who is Anu?
Just as Tathamet was the ultimate evil, Anu was the ultimate good. It is said by some that the Crystal Arch is all that remains of this great warrior.
So Diablo will reform Tathamet?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
It cannot be done.
They will run when they see us.
Let us see how you fare in my realm of terror. Only by defeating us can you return to your own realm. But none have ever crawled from the depths of their own terror. Tastes your fear, Nephilim. Can you feel your death approaching? Wretched light must be eradicated! All that you have known, all that you have ever loved, shall die along with you, Nephilim.
This will aid.
Well, it was all worth it. Everything. The cuts, the bruises, having to break bread with that Templar. A jest. You are like family to me now. I owe you the world, my friend. But now I better shut up before I make myself sick. That was astounding! What you did back there! You're the greatest hero in history. Everyone in Kingsport will know your name if I have my way. They'll sing it for the rest of time. Hell, I will sing right now if you want me to. I can't believe you really did it.
Are those tears in your eyes, Linda?
No. It's raining.
It does not rain here.
Well, it does now.
You truly are the one the Prophet promised. You are everything that all the angels and all of humanity could have hoped for. And, well, you're awfully nice too. I cannot believe it all came to pass, just as the Prophet wished. I left everything I knew behind to fight with you. It was the best choice I have ever made. The Prophet has foreseen our victory.
Victory at last! There was never a doubt in my mind, friend. You are a true champion. So the Lord of Terror falls. May all the souls ravaged by his evil rest in peace. It's finally over. Many brave souls died in this war. Thanks to us, they did not perish in vain. What shall we fight today?
I need to go back.
Oh, victory at long last. I never dreamed our humble quest might lead to this. It's a story I will tell for many, many years. And of course, I won't leave out the part played by one simple jeweler.
The day is won. Diablo is vanquished, and all evil with him.
Evil is not so easily vanquished. Time.
In the end, it was a mortal heart that saved 2 worlds from ruin and cast down the prime evil forever. A new day breaks for both angels and men. For mankind's greatest champion, the Nephilim, rose to confront the darkness that we, in our pride, would not face. My brethren, I will take my place among you once again. But this time, as a mortal. Since justice has been met this day, I will now stand as wisdom. On behalf of those who risked all
to save us. Forevermore, we shall stand together, angels and men, in the light of this glorious new dawn.